conference is now being recorded.
Okay, guys. I am Melissa Bruton from Waco, Texas, and I have the honor to host this call tonight. Welcome, everyone, to the Team Master Plan 15-minute power training call. I first want to applaud each of you for being on this call. This weekly call, along with all the other training calls, is a critical part of doing this business. And we have a beautiful system put in place that if you just do the system, it works. There are too many people on this call that know that now. So thank you, Bill and Cynthia, for doing this every week. Thank you for asking me to host it tonight. I love this Wednesday night call because it's short, sweet, to the point, power-packed with really good training that we all need to hear to grow our LifeVantage business. So I love this call. This call happens every Wednesday at 6 o'clock Central Time, and I'm going to give you the recorded playback number and access code, so in case anyone on your team misses it, or if you want to go back and listen to it, you'll have that information. If you will dial 712-432-0199. Again, it's 712-432-0199. And the access code is 257629#. So be sure if your team misses this call to maybe send out a reminder so they can get on it and hear. I'm very, very honored tonight to be introducing our guest speaker. I had the pleasure of meeting her back in January at Elite Academy in Vegas. Gary Stern, who is always excited. He excites me every time I talk to him. He couldn't wait for me to meet her. And he pulled me off to the side and introduced me to her. We visited for a few minutes, and I knew exactly why he was so excited. She fits this business, as simple as that. And, you know, when you meet somebody that is relatively new in this business and they just get it, it's hard not to be excited about that. So she is setting an unbelievable example for her team. She has the heart and the mindset that's required, quite frankly, to be a leader in our great company. She is super focused on her team and helping them achieve their goals. She understands completely that it's not about her, it's about helping other people and just spreading the word of protandim across the globe. She is currently working full-time as a director for the City of Tampa Parks and Recreation Department, but she knows without a doubt after talking to her that LifeVantage is the answer for her time and financial freedom as well as anybody else who wants it. We've just asked her tonight to share some of her story and share a couple of nuggets that are helping her and her team reach their goals. She's an excellent goal setter, and we can learn a lot from her. So I'm super excited and honored to be able to introduce Jessica Perez from Tampa, Florida. Jessica, are you on the line?
I am, Melissa. Thank you so much. Wow. It's hard for me to speak after that. But I do thank you for the kind words and especially for Cynthia to reach out to me. Being new to the business, only been about 6 months, but it's been quite a journey in 6 months. I can tell you it is definitely a lifelong journey that I'm excited to be a part of. So thank you so much for that introduction. Extremely honored to be on the call, but also to kind of share a little bit of, I guess, where it began. I have to give thanks to those who introduced me to this business, to the LifeVantage experience that I like to call it, and because it is an experience, start to finish, and there is no end in sight in my view. So that's been pretty awesome. Introduced to the business by a friend of mine out of Melbourne, Jessica Craig, an elite athlete, very passionate about what she does every day, and she introduced me by sticking me in a car and driving me to someone's house that I did not know. I thought I was going to an athletic event, and it turned into a meeting, which was probably a meeting that's changed a lot of what I want to do in my life now. So I have to thank her for that. The meeting was held at Matt Waldrop's house here in Cessna, Florida. Great leader himself in our organization, and Fred Graves and his wife Casey were there with their new baby, and Simon Kessler, another amazing individual in our LifeVantage family, and I just fell in love with the people. And to me, that's really what sets this company, this business, the products themselves, apart from anybody else, is really the people. So from that moment on, I said I just need to immerse myself in the business and the opportunity. All of the things that we've heard about being a new distributor or an old distributor, it's really attending events and immersing yourself in the business from the very beginning. And that's really what I attempted to do. Former athlete myself, it's all about being coachable. So I tried to take that little bit of nugget of what I learned as an athlete growing up, not knowing how to throw a softball or not knowing how to spike a volleyball, but taking those nuggets of coachability into my work life. And that's really been a great thing for me in my job that I do now. I call it my job for the moment. I am a manager with the Parks and Recreation Department. While I do love the immediate team that surrounds me, don't always get to pick the people that are on my team. And this opportunity allows us to do that, which sets LifeVantage apart from a lot of other opportunities out there. Do not have any multi-level marketing experience, and just felt so compelled to just dive in. And diving in was attending the events, and that's really what set it apart for myself. I signed on in October. October 3rd actually was my enrollment date. I signed on 2 days after being introduced, which is probably a little shocking for some, although I just, like I said, fell in love with the people and the folks and the genuineness that was sitting in that room, the honesty, the teamwork that I saw in that room that day still moves me. And still can call Fred, friend and his wife Casey and Matt and Simon, and they're a newfound family for me, as well as bringing my own family into the mix. So that's what's been kind of the beauty of the business. Fortunate enough to have my sisters on board with me, as well as some cousins and some really great friends, and we've just created a newfound family. And that's something that I think is pretty unique in the workforce. I do have an education background, as well as a coaching background, so this just kind of fit that bill. And when we talked about goals and goal setting and clear focus, that's how I work through my life every day in the current job that I'm in, so just try to apply some of those same skill sets. When we went to Elite Academy in San Antonio, that was my first Elite Academy, and I have to tell you, I was just blown away, and my belief began to rise. Belief is really what this business is about, belief in the products. True Science is amazing, Protandim is amazing, they stand alone. I'm truly not a scientist, so I never attempt to try to be that scientist. I truly let the science speak for itself, and I think that's what's made this journey be a little bit easier in my mind for myself, because I can use that as my sounding board, as the science speaks for itself. As far as the other piece, the people, it's building those relationships, the events that you go to, the networking that's available. Meeting Melissa was, something that I never thought would happen. Bringing in folks, Melissa brought in Brandon and Lynette Cunningham, two of the most amazing leaders I've met, just amazing people. And to surround yourself with those kinds of people really makes your belief rise, which allows your business to grow. And, I appreciate when she said, I look at my team as really who this is about. I feel like I'm speaking, but I'm also speaking with all of their hearts here, because it is a true team effort to be successful in this business. It is not Jessica Parent is going to go out and do her own thing. It's completely not that at all. It's a proven plan. It's the blueprint. Definitely utilizing the support that we have, whether it's upline or crossline. We're all working towards that common goal, and that team approach is really what drove this business home for myself, as well as my family, who've become a part of it as well. we talk about setting clear goals, and for me, goal setting is something that I've always done because, again, as an athlete, you set your goals. I want to accomplish this today. I want to have a 350 batting average this year, or whatever the goal is for that moment. So what we've done as a team is we've really broken it down, and we've set daily goals, we set some weekly goals, and then we set some monthly goals. And we do that. We're meeting on a monthly basis. The distributors that are still in my proximity that we can do that with. We're also conferencing in my other distributors who may not be in Tampa. And that's really created some great networking opportunities for us to be able to share and grow our business together. So it's not elevating one, but it's elevating all. And that's been really exciting for me. This past month was just a whirlwind of excitement. We came out of a convention. My older sister and I were able to attend, and unfortunately the rest of our team couldn't go. But one of the things that we did as soon as we got back, she and I sat down, we went through our notes, created a really cool PowerPoint to share with the rest of our team members. They could experience some of the nuggets that we were able to gain there from some amazing breakout sessions with the Lynette's of the world and Brandon Cunningham and some of the other elite distributors. Fred did an amazing one with on facing your fears. This business is all about facing fears. I look at it from a perspective of, leading with your heart and not allowing fear to entertain that. And that is, as your belief begins to grow, your heart gets much larger and your passion gets much deeper. The whys that we have are, if you can reach deep down, the whys are really what is driving myself, and when I ask my team, allow that to drive why you do what you do. So, allowing for the coachability, allowing for that passion, has really been the beauty of what we've done as a team and to grow together. We've got a great support network between Melbourne and Tampa, and now up in Atlanta and down in South Florida, and just reaching out has been truly an awesome experience. Just signed up someone over in Waverly, Tennessee, so a small town in Tennessee, and they're so excited about bringing this to a lot of folks there, and seeing that growth and allowing to and affording other people the opportunity to feel the same passion has been pretty awesome. So, as far as myself personally, the growth I've experienced as a person, I never dreamt possible. I have always felt like, I have such great high expectations for myself and for others, but the biggest thing that's been amazing is watching other people reach out to me, as Cynthia has done and some other amazing leaders. And I just feel really humbled and blessed to kind of be in that moment with them. The journey's just starting. I feel like we're just scratching the surface, and I just can't wait to see what's left, next around the corner. But continuing to make sure that our goals are real clear and focused, and everyone can grow at their own pace. I think that's what really stands out with this business, is allowing people the opportunity to grow at their pace and understanding that you'll be patient with them through that process. I joke about this a lot because my family never thought that I had patience. Patience with them, probably not so much. But patience in my work life is just completely, jumped out of the roof, working with the folks that we've worked with. And I've really worked hard on patience and building a team with folks who really want to be a part of something pretty awesome. So if I could wrap up, I just want to say it's really about the people and the teamwork, the passion that you can bring, setting those clear, very clear and specific goals, I think, are really critical to the growth of business, and not being afraid to talk about the business. We have a lot of folks who want to talk about how important the two products are, but it's really about that business opportunity that we are just scratching the surface at having some amazing, amazing financial and personal freedoms that are out there. So I want to thank you guys for listening and allowing me to share. And definitely, Melissa, I know that we're going to hopefully get to see each other again at Elite Academy and spend some quality time there, because I really did enjoy meeting you back in January.
Awesome, Jessica. Thank you so much for sharing with us. You're talking about picking people to be on your team. That's like the biggest part of this business, right? Is working with people that you want to be around, and you're exactly what we're talking about when we say that. You get to pick who you want to do business with, and I love that. It is a huge family, and that is what is drawing, I feel like, the type of people that are coming to LifeVantage. So thank you so much for sharing your heart. I love just the LifeVantage experience. Cynthia, I know, has her LifeVantage answer. I love LifeVantage experience because it is your belief and your verbiage and everything is just so rock solid in a short amount of time, and that's awesome. So thank you so much for being on the call. Guys, I think it's been about 15 minutes, so thank you all for being on, and we will hear you next week on the Team Master Plan 15-minute training call. Have a great night.
All right, thanks.